everyone, and welcome to today's session on career opportunities in the fresh food industry in India. I am honored to be moderating this conversation. As you all know, in the catering industry, fresh food is highly valued and it is believed to be better in taste in terms of nutrition and when it comes to the presentation compared to other pre-packed or frozen foods. The fresh food industry is characterized by usually using locally sourced and seasonal ingredients, and a focus on quality and sustainability is maintained. The catering business that operate in the fresh food industry typically have a skilled team of chefs and also a team member who check all the diverse range of dishes that appeal to different tastes and the dietary requirements. So the catering business basically takes care of the diverse range of dishes. They also have a strong emphasis on the food safety and hygiene, ensuring that food is prepared, stored, and transported in a safe and hygienic manner. Overall, the food industry, the fresh food industry, plays a crucial role in catering sector, providing customers with high quality, nutritious, and tasty meals that are freshly made using locally sourced ingredients. The fresh food industry in India is growing rapidly, which is driven by increasing demand for healthy, nutritious food and a growing middle class in India. In India, there is a rich and diverse food culture with a wide range of cuisines, regional specialities that make sure and that use of locally sourced fresh ingredients. In the recent years, there has been a significant increase in the number of restaurants, cafes, and other food service providers in India. Those providers basically specialize in fresh, healthy, and organic food. This has led to the emergence of new business models which work from farm to table restaurants. It's a new type of a business model in terms of the fresh food industry, which source their ingredients directly from the local farmers and producers. In addition to the restaurants and cafes, the catering industry in India is also seeing significant growth driven by a rise of corporate events like weddings and other social gatherings. Many catering companies in India now specialize in providing fresh, healthy, and innovative food options in their specialize in providing the fresh, healthy, and different options, including vegetarian, and vegan dishes. This presents a significant opportunity for businesses operating in the segment to innovate, differentiate, and capture a share of the growing market. Considering this potential, we anticipate that a significant requirement of professionals in this segment, especially at the entry level, will be required. To take the conversation forward, let me introduce the panel members for today's discussion. We have with us Ms. Shivangi Saha. Ms. Shivangi Saha has a MSc in Food Technology, Food Technology and Management from Madras University. She is a food safety professional with 8 years of experience working with companies like Food Safety Works, Hindustan Unilever, Landmark Group, and Lufthansa. She is currently Manager, Quality Assurance and Hygiene at LSG Sky Chef, Bangalore Unit. We also have Mr. Abhinav Srivastava. Welcome, Shivangi ma'am, to this conversation. Welcome, sir. Mr. Abhinav is the COO of Food Safety Works and is a program manager of FQHS program, who especially designed a 2-week rigorous program for fresh entrants in people who have graduated in this industry to the fresh food industry. I welcome both of you to this discussion. To begin with, Ms. Shivangi, I would like to really appreciate if you could elaborate more on the fresh food in the catering and how this vertical is taking shape in India.
Good evening, everyone. I am Shivangi Saha, as Mauli has correctly said. So I would like to welcome all the participants, and I would also like to thank Food Safety Works for organizing such an event, which is absolutely new, and I hope will definitely be beneficial for all the upcoming food safety professionals. So to start with, as Mauli has already introduced me, yes, I am Shivangi Saha, as I said, and I'm a food safety professional. I've been working with LSG Sky Shifts for around 3 years now, which is also a fresh food industry. I started my career with Food Safety Works, which was then called as Quality and Food Safety Consultant. So that's all about me. Um, so the agendas of today's program is for the freshers and for the emerging food safety professionals, to familiarize them with the opportunities available today in the fresh food industries. So to define what is fresh food industries, see, when we were in our college and during our academic years, we were focused more on studying about manufacturing and pre-packed food. Alongside, we have studied about additives, preservatives, how to increase the shelf life of these food. And that was a trend for a very long time until people understood and had the awareness that that was not considered as fresh. So parallel to this is a fresh food industry today, which in recent years have boosted up and brought many opportunities with it. So the fresh food industry is mainly provides you a shorter shelf life, like 24 to 48 hours, and they try to mitigate and eliminate the use of preservatives and additives. So these industries work on understanding the chemical and biological parameters of food, and then puts the risk-based analysis as well as technological support to ensure fresh and safe food. So the scope of the fresh food industries in our country today is not just into marriages and Indian catering services. It has gone way beyond it, and today I guess we have catering industries which are which are categorized into corporate catering services, flight catering, online food services. There are QSRs, quick service restaurants, and cloud kitchens. So there are these many categories of catering available today, catering services, or you may say as fresh food services available today. So this corporate, if I understand that most of the participants here might be from the fresher. So I'll just elaborate about what these industries exactly do. So this corporate catering services are the catering service providers. They work with their internal food safety team, or they work with food safety consultants, and they cater to other companies. So it's a B2B. The other companies like Google, their Infosys, Accenture, Toyota, and many other major IT parks. And these companies who are providing the catering services, so there are familiar names like Sodexo, their Compass, their HMS, Host Groups, Elior, Springs, GoKhana. So these are the companies who provide services to other companies where they provide their service, like as in their lunch, dinner, and everything. And most of them are also focusing on the food safety part. I'm so sorry. So then next is the flight catering services that I was speaking. So where I'm working currently, LSG Skychef is one of the flight catering services. Along with this, we have other catering services like Taj Sats, Oberoi's, Ambassador, Gate Gourmet. Flight catering services today in India are LSG Skychef, their Taj Sats, Oberoi's, and their ambassadors, Gate Gourmet, are few of the companies which provide catering services. And the third category today, which is booming really well, is online food services, cloud kitchens, and QSRs. And we very much are familiar with these names, which are Swiggy, Zomato, Jubilant Foods, Burger King, Chai Point. So these are the few names. There are many more companies which are today involved in fresh food categories. And apart from these, there are again startups who have an ideology of farm to fork, aiming to ensure that the fresh consumption of food is done. So apart from them, there are also, after, I guess this is the post-COVID effect, where people are being very conscious and the awareness of fresh food has grown greatly. And today we are in India, where this Atmanirbhar Bharat is such a boom, and people are coming up with many more opportunities with this. And apart from this, these catering industries today are just not going to stop with what they're doing currently. They are exploring new technologies like high risk processes. Their activities such as fresh meals in catering services are also the future of catering in today's, where people are innovating and investing more on these shelf stable and safe quality food. And we understand that this market, we look forward that this market will also grow going forward with the growing awareness of the health effects of the prepacked food. So the fresh food industry has taken a greater leap in that way. I remember when I was starting my career, and I had a diary where I had a list of companies that I wanted to reach out to them for job interviews. And honestly, I remember every single name in that list was from a renowned manufacturing company, which was this was not just because I had these names just because I admired to work, which was also a reason, but not just because that was it. There was no awareness then key an industry, such parallel industry, which also requires our qualification, our experience is present, and it's present really well in the food industry market. So when I entered the industry with Food Safety Works back then in 2015, I was surprised to see that such kind of industry exists. And these industries today are a boon to all the working professionals. Today, most of the IT and the manufacturing company are providing food services and their employees, and thus it is exploring the need of the fresh food caterers to provide safe food. What do, as a food safety professional, where do we fit in here in this fresh food industries? Because we have seen caterers and petty foods making food and just selling. So for us, also there's an opportunity, because today quality has become a very major role, plays a very major role in all kind of industry, be it manufacturing, be it catering, online delivery, all of those things. So as a food safety professionals, the roles or the role that we'll have to fulfill is to ensure that the company lies with the regulatory requirements. They get certified by ISO and other global food safety initiatives, implements HACCP procedures. They need to apply food safety management systems, follow GHP, GMP. They need to ensure allergy management is done properly, conduct audits, internal vendor audits, supplier audits. They need to ensure that a proper traceability and recalls are done. They need to stay updated on the new rules and regulations, be it statutory or be it with regards to any of the certification bodies. Understand the risk and evaluate those risks as one of the very major role that food safety food safety professional will play a role there. And then apart from these, the food safety professional should ensure effective training for food handlers and ensure a proper documentation and handling of the vendor and customer complaint. Going forward, I'll just end up here with what kind of certification or what are the requirements to enter into these industries as a food safety professional will be first the academic qualification, like your graduation or master's in food safety, food technology or food science or any equivalent science background, and you would like you would have to certify yourself with HACCP or ISO or any GFSI certificates. And I would appreciate, so I would actually give up note that reaching out to consultants. There are many renowned consultants, just like Food Safety Works, who also provides you consultancy on how to go forward. So the kind of roles that I have described to you earlier, these are the roles that we as a food safety professionals generally play in these food in the fresh food industries. How to go about it, how to learn about it, it's a very important thing. Just going there into the industry and policing is not the only job. The job is to understand the risk and have a risk-based approach of those are very important. And I guess today with a program like this, a professional will be able, pressure will be able to learn little better and understand the roles and responsibilities that they might see in future. That's all from my end.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think it's great to hear from you on the potential that this vertical has to offer, right? In this, are you able to hear? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. So I think, yeah, it was good to hear from you on this potential, right? What this potential has to offer, what this vertical has to offer in terms of potential. So what do you think, ma'am, would be the, impediments in this vertical to grow in India? Like obstructions that someone can face when, they are trying to grow this in a sector in India? Ma'am, I think you are on mute.
Yes.
Yes.
So as I mentioned earlier, the first thing is the awareness that a parallel vertical manufacturing industry, which is like a processing food industry, is also available. I guess through a program like this today, if there are participants, like I understand there are 15-20 participants there, so they will understand that there are opportunities here. Until you don't understand the opportunities, people will not understand where to start from. So that is one thing that I guess I appreciate Food Safety Works doing it, that awareness is a very important thing. And secondly, getting the qualified professional to fill in those kind of requirements, because today, every other day, there is a new requirement coming up. So a person who needs to be qualified, not just academic, but also through the industrial requirement is very important. As I said in my previous this thing, that a lot of people come and thinking that just policing coming and understanding just the normal hygiene requirements is what the quality assurance part or the food safety part is. But this exactly is not. What we have to prepare them is for a risk-based approach. How do you react? Because when we come from manufacturing, we have a totally different perspective, because we are working with automatic technologies and things. But working with fresh food is where we are working in and out with a lot of food handlers, and how to approach there, what kind of risk do we see there, is very important. So I feel training, proper training, proper awareness, and qualified professionals are something that is required today.
Ma'am, for your insights. Now I call upon Abhinav sir to highlight his views and efforts that he has put in for Food Safety Works in putting this place to bridge the gap, taking this course, the FQHS program, which will help bridge the gap. So I think over to you, sir.
Thanks, Molly. Thanks, Shivangi, for your insights and the career progression. I've taken your journey and, of course, your inputs on what is the need of the hour when it comes to pursuing a career in fresh food industry within the paradigms of catering. Now, I think one thing which is very evident is in the last decade, right, the consumption habits have been changing. And largely that's because of exposure, right? So and then we also got in a lot of technology coming in, and that basically helped the online businesses scale up, right? Now that being said, the bigger challenge which we have faced, right, and we talked to a lot of our clients, and we understood that the major challenge which is coming out is getting the right set of people, especially at the entry level, because as Shivangi mentioned, right, so there is still a gap in terms of how academics are delivering the professionals to the industry vis-a-vis what the industry requirements are. So what we did was we studied all these things, and then we got in touch with our experts, both in-house and external, and we put together a program which is called as a food quality health and safety certified professional program, right? And the idea of this is you know take the participants through the rigor uh, of understanding all that is involved in becoming an able asset to the organization which they join, right? Including the certifications, understanding the FSSAI norms, understanding, hazard control and all that bit, right? And then, of course, also equip them with a bit of soft skills, because what we also figured out is this, that in the day-to-day life, right, you need to have, of course, the technical skills, but you also need to have the soft skills to help you scale up the corporate ladder. So through a lot of deliberation, we actually put together a 2-week program, and the idea of this program is to help people who are joining this program, make them ready for this particular industry. Uh, yeah, so that's from my side. Molly, over to you.
Thank you, sir. I think maybe you could share and take us through what are the benefits of this, and take us through that of the program.
Yes, I'll do that bit. I've put together a small deck which I'll just share. Just hold on. Right, I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
So this program is basically called as a Food Quality Health and Safety Professional Program, and this is a certification program. The main idea is we are looking forward to deliver skill upgradation for people who are entering this industry. Now, this is applicable for students who are just passing out, or students who have passed out and are planning to shift to this particular industry. It is also designed for people who are just at the entry level in their jobs, and they want to shift careers, or they want to explore this as an industry vertical. As I mentioned, this program basically is a 2-week intensive on-site program. So we're doing this program in Bangalore starting in the first week of May, and this is going to be at a premise in Kormangla, and the participants will have to come down and go through the lessons there. So the content of this entire session of 2-week session has been prepared by industry leaders who have been working with us as well. So we've got Dr. Shashikant, who has been roped in, of course, our MD Sarika, along with people like Maitri, Mr. Prabhakar Rao has been a part of as an advisor to food safety consultant. He's also been an avid entrepreneur. He has in the fresh foods business. He's got 2 startups under his kitty, and then we also got people from who also handle the auditing bit to help you understand what is the mandates of getting into this line of business. That being said, I'll also take this opportunity to just list down a few of the benefits which people who are undergoing this program can look at. So, of course, apart from upgrading your knowledge, you are getting exposed to a world-class study material. So, the kind of study material which you're going to provide is assembled by these experts themselves. reviewed, and that gets distributed to the participants in form of a study kit. Uh, we are, as I mentioned early on, we also understood that, you, apart from your typical technical skills, you also need to understand a bit of soft skills and presentation skills. So we have also incorporated that into our program. And for people who are able to actually go through this program successfully, we have also lined up placement. So they will be exposed to interview panel and HR team of certain companies. Some of the companies have been listed down here, and that's the advantage they can get when they are coming in registering for this program. So I'll also take this opportunity to list down the learning path which will be covered during when somebody is registering for this program. So of course there'll be an induction, you get to understand the industry, uh, understand the apex body when it comes to India, uh, get to know about licensing, traceability, HACCP, FSMS, what are the different initiatives which FSSAI has lined up in this sector. And then we cover soft skills, cover a bit of tools. Finally, move on to the assessments. Now, once the assessment is done, all the participants who are clearing up the assessment for the program get a certificate. And then they are also exposed to these HR professionals who come from the list of companies which are listed on the previous slide. So it's a complete package for anybody who's moving into this side of on this side of the career. Uh, right from understanding the basics to skilling up, then validating your skill set, and then of course opportunity to get placed. That is what the offering is all about. Thanks, Madhu.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Shivangi, can you please share what do you think your views are on this program and how can this benefit the people who are the freshers in this industry, in the fresh food industry?
I'm amazed to see actually put together such a great program, because as I was saying, when we entered into a career like this, when we were starting, we didn't have any guidance to how shall we go about it. So I guess this is everything that a person would require just to start their career with. And there are few things that I was already telling during my session, that as a food safety professional, what are the kind of things that you'll have to look into, what will be your roles and responsibility. And I guess most of the part here is covered during this session, what I went through, what I saw, just Abhinav said. So I guess, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it to see what kind of materials and what the food safety works will provide here. And I hope more students come along and take benefits out of it. So I appreciate what the team is doing, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you, ma'am. Abhinav, sir, if someone wants to register for this session, what is the way one can do that? If you can just highlight that for our audience.
One can actually register for this program is by registering in our academy. So Food Safety Works has got uh, a training academy which can be accessed at training.foodsafetyworks.com. Right? And so what one has to do is has to open that particular platform, and once they do that, they have to register on the academy. Once you register on the academy, you will see a list of courses. In the list of courses, you should go to the FQHS program. This is called FQHS program. You go there and you will be prompted to take a qualifier. So take the qualifier. Qualifier is basic English and basic food science, a few queries which have been put together. And then you have to buy the program. Once you buy the program, you will get an email confirming your purchase, along with the details of the registration. And once you're registered, you're basically done, and then you have to wait for the first week of May, but that is when we launch the program.
Thanks for the information, sir. I think this brings us towards the end of the session. I hope this session was helpful for all. And any further questions or queries on this program, you can address it to training@foodsafetyworks.com, which will be answered by our course counselor. So I would want to thank our panelists once again for their insights and the audience for their, participation. So thank you, Ms. Shivangi, and thanks, Abhinav, sir. So as we start wrapping up a little bit about Food Safety Works, we are a compliance regulatory food safety consulting company on a mission to keep food safe, nutritious for humans. We help clients with design implementation of standards, regulatory compliance for national and international standards. So do share your feedback at feedback@foodsafetyworks.in to stay updated on our webinars. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and their handle is Food Safety Works @Food Safety Works. So we regularly share news, insights about what is going on in the world of food safety, and you can stay updated through our social media platforms. As a company, we are committed to sharing the knowledge and providing end-to-end solution for food safety. We conduct regular online trainings and various topics, including FOSTAC training as per the FSSAI mandate requirement. We also conduct value-added sessions under two programs, which is the upskill and the workshop. So do register for these courses on the portal academy.foodsafetyworks.com. You can also download our Android app from our Play Store. Look for Food Safety Works Academy to stay updated on trainings, webinars, and other knowledge sharing sessions. To check out on how they can help you on this journey of health, safety, and food, please visit our website, www.foodsafetyworks.com. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter. You can do that visiting our website again. And once again, I thank everyone for joining and spending your time with us. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Molly.
you so much.
Thank you, Shivan.